Looking so
music itself, you know, the feeling of it, the sound of it.
Yeah, we're actually early today. We're at 8. 8:08 now. All right, let's go live over here. All right, you got Discord. We're live too. Oh, I gotta share my screen over here. All right, cool. Chat, good morning. Welcome back. First of the month here. Fresh new month. If you survive April, big ups to you. Because April was a pretty slow month until like maybe like three weeks in. You started picking up a little bit. So the last like week hasn't been too bad. But if you survive April, good shit. I think May could get a little better here, especially since the volume picked up in April and should lead you into May. But yeah, that's I don't think we have any news today, right? ISM manufacturing PMI at 9:45 and then 10 a.m. ISM manufacturing prices. Yeah, you don't really have much news today. It's just like these orange folders, yellow folders at 9:45, nothing too crazy. Obviously this week you had Fomc, which I still don't know if we have an effective yet. I mean, maybe we do. Maybe today could be the push. Because I don't think I don't think this move up here was like too directional when it was coming up from on the 30th. Like it came up, don't get me wrong, it was like 800 pips, but the way it came up on a small time frame, right? It wasn't as consistent in volume. And same goes with this push down too. This push down, similar thing as well. Like you did come down, but I don't think it was any better than the push up. If anything, the push up looks a lot better, right? Going up here compared to this push down. So a lot less range, a lot less like struggle, just a lot smoother going up. Not too crazy though. Like I don't think it's like enough to say we have direction, but part of that is also because we're in this 4-hour range as well, right? So we're in this massive 4-hour range here, and I don't think we're gonna get direction until this actually breaks out, or I don't think we're gonna get volume until this breaks out, like the volume that we want to see. It's still tradable, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to like directional, like higher time for directional, like you need to break out first, right? So once you break below or break above, that's like your volume coming in. And then from there, like price has a decision to make. So whether it comes down, pulls back into the range to continue back up, that is still a possibility. Or comes up, or my bad, comes down, pulls back up, holds, continues to break, right? That's directional. Or pops up, pops back into the range, that could be directional. Or pops up, holds it, that can be directional too. But first step is just like breaking out of the range and then that's when volume will come in, and then direction will come afterwards, right? Either up or down. But yeah, this is like pretty big range we're in. I think a lot of people get confused here with like maybe breaking up here as like breakouts or like breaking below here, but just be cautious. Like in these conditions, it's like really, music too loud now. In these conditions, it's really just 4660 or like 4500 for some type of volume to come in. So that's what you want to see. I don't know if that'll happen today, no idea, right? It could be today, could be next week, next month, next year, who knows, right? But that's like looking at prices, like that's what it says, like range volume would come after you start breaking out the yellow zone. Otherwise, you're just repeating the same process within the ranges. Like you're just top wick or top of the range, bottom of the range, right? It's not breaking that cycle. It's like doing the same thing. So it's very important to understand. When it comes to markup zones today, though, let's see what do we got? 45.35 is something. You came down here, right? Did you get a top wick for? I think this might be it right now. All right, so next support zone you're looking at, I think the retest of the lows to like 45.18 from yesterday or from Wednesday, actually, Fomc. So we can mark that up, same area. And then the reason I wanted to see if you pull back yet, because if you haven't pulled back yet, then there's still a high chance you can create a lower high, right? Or who knows, even flip. This can still be a higher low to go up from where you're sitting right now. So this is the first pullback up. Question is, have you gone a bottom wick yet? Because if you haven't, could we get wick entry sell ideas as you are expecting price to come down and create a higher low? And if it doesn't create a higher low, you'll create a higher low to make higher highs. But either way, you'll get that first initial reaction. But I think you already sort of reacted here. How much was this? 42 pips. Right, but you see how like this is like your move down, right? So if this is going to be continuation, then this should make a high. It could be anywhere. It could be here, 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 here. It could be here, right? And then it re-breaks the lows. And then chances of you holding these areas are much higher now. So it just increases the odds of you like being a bit more directional, right? Especially with this lower high as well. As you re-break the lows, you just get continuations of that lower high to make more lower lows. But if this is a first push up, right? Because this can be a fake out too. You can also come up, come down, and then continue to push. And then all of a sudden you have like a fake out on like this bearish move as a fake out, right? But you haven't had that higher low yet as well on the push up. So if we could, let's see, drive up a little further, I think you're looking at next zones are probably gonna be somewhere here. How far is this? 45.98. So I think that's another pusher you just had. This was 130 pip pop in the 5. Yeah, if you get another push, that'll be 130. 45.98 could be something. And then, yeah, if you were to break out above today, you're looking at, I think this range right here, 46.71. So we can mark that up as like a major zone. Yeah, we'll mark that up. So 46.69 major zone, and then your approach minor zones at 45.98, right? So we want to pay attention to how it gets up there towards 98 before we're looking for any wick entry ideas. But that won't be too bad of an idea because you're expecting a higher low. So I'm just gonna copy this over to TradingView. 45.20, 46.69. Let's see. Four, 6, 6, 9. What else you got? 4, 5, 98. All right, cool. Now, let's see. Coming up again here. How much is the reaction point? 97 pips off of that area. So no pullbacks would be nice if you could re-break and tap into the area. I think like potential wick entry sells off of that zone, and then you're looking at and TP will be like nothing too crazy. TP will probably be just off of these areas right here, 45.91, 45.89. Yeah, around there. All right, chat. So yeah, it could be ideas, but just pay attention to how it comes up here. Like you don't want to see pullbacks, right? Like these small pullbacks here, like you want to just see drives up. So if you do pull back, you have two options, or one option we can do is just move it up, right? Move it up higher than the actual zone. Stops and lots. I gotta see here. Just figure it out. Probably like 45. I think we could use 40, 47, 30, 31. So that's like 1300. It's pretty tight. I think lots for that could be a 0.0 1300. 0.14 divided by 2. 0.07. 0.7. So let's see. Can we get a push up here for the first initial reaction off of that zone? 45.98.39. Could be an early trader, guys. Might be the earliest trade that we've had on the stream since we first came back. If we got one here. So it's gonna be wick entry sells, right? 98 is what we got. Could be a little earlier too, so just be ready, especially if you're on YouTube. There might be a little delay for you guys. If you're in Diva Swan, you'll be alright though. 45.97.76. But if you get a one pop here, then that likely could be the entry. Almost there, like 60 pips away still. Kind of far, but it takes like one push with this type of volume. If you pull back again, and let's say you re-break below here, we'll move it up. Get ready? Almost. I think BE zones will be like likely here then if you get in here. Maybe a little earlier for BE zones around here. 9 to 5. I think that's like BE will be 24, 25, and trail stops will be like right below it. And I think TP will just be right around here. How far was that? That was 16 pips away. Can we get a push here? Almost. Very close. I was maybe 6 pips away. I think if we get a break below what the previous minute low here, we're gonna have to move it. All right. So yeah, that was close. That was like maybe 7 pips away from our zone, but it wasn't close enough. You broke the previous low. You pulled back here, so it won't be the same area here, because like, you're looking for the first initial reaction, right? So if that's like the first initial reaction, then it's gonna be a little more difficult to get that exact zone, because I mean you reacted off it already, right? That's a 24 pip reaction. That's your BE minimum. That's your move. So next zones, I think, is going to be a bit higher though. So if you break this, you're looking at here next, which is going to be 46.11. And I think that's the previous 4 highs, right? If you break that, you're looking at the leg kind of fill here, which is 46.36. 46.40. And I think this is the best goals looked all week for us, no? We haven't had like volume like this on gold since last week, maybe. There's some good volume, good price action here. But yeah, I think next up could be like 46.36. 46.11 is kind of weak. I'm not too sure how strong that would be. That's also could take you back into the range too. So wick entry sales might be a little more difficult. And I think for continuation of buys, it's gonna be more so above like 46.36. Above those areas, you have plenty of buy ideas, right? Above there, you got ranges that are going up towards like 46.69 and such. But yeah, no wick entry sales here yet. How strong is 11 here? 46.11. $46. 46.40, 46.11, 46.20, 46.17. Let's remove 98. I think next zone is 46.40. 46.40 is also going to be the 4 flip though, or daily flip. So that flip can take you up for a drive up towards like 69 areas. But this move here going up is picking up pretty well. Like you can see like the weighted candles are moving here. Could be a driving day if it continues, especially this early. Is that a leg count on the 1? If I didn't see that, 46.09. Which one? This one? This one? Yeah, I think that's one. Above like 09 to go up towards 15. buys are not bad, guys. Like, especially above 46, 36 areas. I think more likely above here, but that could change too. We can get early ideas. It's just, this is the first time you're coming up here since this move down, right? It's coming up a bit fast, so that tells you one thing. But if you can get higher lows, and that's why I wanted wick entries to be part of the higher low. If we can get something like that, and then a re-break of the highs, that can be your continuation. So you can get earlier buys. But I would like to see some type of higher lows form, right, for us to move that zone down for the buy ideas. Otherwise, I'll wait for this. I would prefer it if we can get in like from above 11 up towards like 46, 36. I would like to see pullbacks though, right? So no pullbacks yet. Just one consistent move up. And when cash is pushed up, shit, I wish I did. We just hopped on, so. Oh, there's a pullback. Yeah, something here. Where's that off of 4607? Did we have anything there? I don't think so, right? I think that was... I don't think so. We're at 11. First pullback here, you can see it right now. Right? Next part of the move. So from here on could be higher lows to go back up. Or could just correct it as well. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't think I had anything there. I think it was just between, I think my last level was like somewhere here, right? Like 98, 99, something like that. And then afterwards, it's just 46.11. Yeah, that would have been the earliest trade. What has been the earliest trade here? Since we came back, earliest trade has been... $9.40, $9.02. Yeah, 9. I think 9.02. I don't think we've had like a ADM trade yet. What's up, XYZ? Wow. Let's see. Spreads are pretty tight. Could we get a correction? Could it still be a lower high? Oh, I gotta make my withdrawal. Forgot. My $40 withdrawal. I gotta do that after. If this was like more bullish, like bullish, I think more so above 36 or not even 6.9 maybe 36. I think wick entry buys would be perfect here, right? Because then this is the first pullback you're getting. So now you can even take wick entry buys as part of the next idea, but this is still a chance this 1 hour could flip, and just like that you'll be like back bearish, right? But yeah, this is bullish. Like wick entry buys would be perfect ideas, because then you're expecting like before price decides to go anywhere else, you got lower highs and continuation, or you can just pop back up and drive, right, for higher highs. But either way, you have like those higher lows. Wow, 1 hour flip is really just right there. You got a bottom wick for the Prius 5. What's up, Eddie? You close 50 pips. Wick entry sells. Wick entry sells. Damn. $46.07. Oh, that's a nice trade. Hey, now what's your thoughts on monthly candle price action? We appear to have closed of the doji last month, so potential reversal. Was it really a doji, or was it like a? I think that could be a leg candle. I'll say it's a bearish candle still, and you have 2 wick fills from the 2 previous bearish candles. So you can open up, start by coming down for a bottom wick first, and then as the month goes on, you can end off filling the wick up. I don't think it's gonna be a directional month for a while though. I mean, until you break out this range. Like, I think this is the new range that we're gonna be kind of stuck in on gold for the next months to year. Could be year. This is the monthly time frame, right? It's just like maybe 12 candles. Hopefully not, but this is your new range on the monthly. So I don't think like every candle will be an opportunity for like a directional move, which is why like you might get something like this for the month, right? It might just be stuck in the middle of the range. You get a bottom wick, and then you end up flipping bullish and fill the wick up. It won't be anything too crazy, but that's kind of where we're at right now with the monthly. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's a doji. This is a little stronger, unless your broker shows that. This shows a leg candle, right? So you have a wick fill here. That's what I'll be looking at. The bottom wick can go down to wherever though. Like you could even come all the way through all the way down towards here and still flip, right? Because at the end of the day, this is still a bearish candle coming off of a bearish candle coming off of a bearish candle. The first bearish candle actually since I think since 2018. Right, this is your first like bear type of monthly on gold since, I wouldn't even consider these as bearish. These are just dojis. Like since forever. Last thing you had something like that was like maybe right here on like 1980, right? Bearish candle. Next one was bearish. Like something that strong. So I think you'll range for a little bit before deciding where it wants to go next, right? Because they can't just keep going up forever. It's gonna like at some point have to like stop, range here, and then now you got like some type of resistance, you got some type of support zone, you got a range, and then once you break out, that could be a fake out, that can be continuation. Same thing with the move down, you can break out. Liquidity back into the range, continue driving. You could break out, hold, continue driving, right? But I think next important part will be like range, and then now we're stuck in the range liquidity cycle, but this time on the monthly, so it's gonna take some time, right, until you can get liquidity, and then you'll start driving. So hopefully not a year, but I think it's gonna be a year plus in this range. But it's tradable, right? It's not like it's like a 1 minute range. This is a 15,000 pip range, so very tradable is the monthly. We've been in these conditions for like years in the past, right? Like looking at even this, like 1,500 pips, man. That's like this, right? Like you've been in that range from like 07 till 2024. You'll be all right. If you started trading like last year, you might be struggling a little more because you're not used to the conditions when it slows down. Or if you started trading this year especially. But that's part of trading for you, right? The conditions aren't always the same. Do I know my fundamentals? No, I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm not like implementing them into trading. I'm just looking at price action. Damn, I really thought we'll get a trade there that early, huh? What's up, FGT? You think it's the same? Yeah. Yeah, monthly is definitely changing. You have a huge leg count here still on the weekly that you haven't filled yet. I wonder if that's gonna happen this month. If you fill the weekly fill, then that's the monthly wick fill as well. What did I see today? I saw wick entry sells earlier, and then now for this part of the cycle. But now once we have the higher low already, it's just a battle between if this is gonna be a higher low or this is a lower high in the higher time frame. And then once that's set, we'll have more ideas. So I think next up is probably gonna be something more directional, I'm assuming. Because volume's coming in this early, like you can get direction like early in the day. And this might be, chat, today might be your FOMC day. I gotta change the title. Today might be the real FOMC. Because sometimes it's like really delayed. Maybe it has nothing to do with FOMC, but the volume from FOMC came and you haven't had that volume since FOMC. Like, I don't think FOMC even brought the volume. Today could be like a lot sharper than the last 2 days. So like this is what we'll call algo days. Today could be an algo day. You haven't had this early of a push since like we came back on the month where it was like really slow to start the day. But eventually these days come, right? Just gotta kind of wait out the other days. And we did get 2 trades this week already too. So let's see if we can start the month off in the bang. Yesterday, Asia, London session, 1,000 pips. Yeah, but pips has nothing to do with like movement. Like this was 1,000. This was 800 pips yesterday, right? But like, look at the movement. It wasn't as strong. It was okay. Like it was better than It's much better than this move down in terms of like the way that it was like moving. There was like less stoppages, but I think this could be a lot better. Like this could be a lot better today. Like you'll see a huge difference. I don't know today, but like there will be a day where this looks like it wasn't really direction, it's just range. Because it's not about like the pips, right? It's about like actual, like the candles itself, like how is it actually moving? Could be the part of it could be because they were just in a 4 range overall, right? But hopefully we break out today or something. You bought the course, need access. Check your email. There should be a link. There should be a link that takes you to a page. And I think there's also instructions on the link too. So you should have access right after. Wick off accumulation. Yo, Eddie, you got your what do you call it? You got your payout thing today, right? Because you just need one more winning day. Yeah, let me know if it works. We had like a couple people that had issues too. But just check your email, follow the link, and you should be set for DVSL 2. Welcome though. Welcome to DVSL 2. I don't know, when it's tricky trying not to think about it. Well, you thought about it. Don't think about it though. Don't think about it, bro. You've been on a winning streak your whole life. Would I consider buying on 30 and it flipped up to 46.11? No, I think I want to see 11 break here. I don't think I'm taking the flip there, no. I think that could flip and still reflip. If that flips and reflips, breaks the lows, we will be in sales, chat. If that happens, there's no reason as to why that should happen. It should flip and drive up. But if it flips, reflips, rebreaks this low at 45.88, we can get earlier sales today. Because then you could see this as like a lower high to back off this move here, to back up this move here from earlier, right? This move down, followed by higher time frame, this move down. So this is just like another lower high, right? This is another lower high right here to continue down, followed by going to higher time frame again, a higher time frame move. All right, I think the difference is this kind of slow, but going to higher time frame one more time, followed by a higher time frame move, right? It's just like lower highs within lower highs within lower highs. So I think that's why it's struggling, because like it wants to be bullish, but it hasn't had enough volume to actually break any type of structure to continue up bullish, like on a higher time frame. Because it tries to, and then it just kind of comes back into the ranges, right? That's why you're just sitting here within these areas. WID. Yeah, I paid out Monday last week, and today I'm requesting again. Damn. 2 within 1 each week. Win streaks makes you feel different towards future trades, but I know to just keep trading what you see. Yeah, basically, like when it comes to winning streaks, I mean, your career didn't start in the winning streak. Your career started before you took the winning streak. So just look at your journal and be like, oh, I've been trading long enough. You know, it just kind of resets your mind a little bit. If it's this is what I say to myself every day. Like if it's clean, it's clean. If it's not, it's not. It's simple enough, right? But that helps me every morning. That's what I've like implemented in my mind for the last year. Because we're not on a winning streak. Well, we are right now, but nothing. I think nothing too crazy. But we are on some type of like heater. Right? Like 3 losses within the last year, like 365 days. So I just tell myself like, hey, if it's clean, it's clean. If it's not, it's not. Don't like, which means like if it's clean, take it. If it's not, don't take it. Simple enough, but it took me pretty far. So whatever floats your boat. What is our winning streak right now, actually? We came off of a 60. I think we're just sitting at maybe 1, 2, 3. If you don't count these BEs, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26, or 27, 26, I'll say. Oh wow, we are on the winning streak. 26. I didn't take that in. I thought we were on like an 8 or something in my head. 8 winning streak. Yeah, like you have a strategy, right? You just kind of wake up and follow it. You can't control winning streaks. Sometimes the market gives you like a very long winning streak. Sometimes it might give you some lessons. Sup, Don? Santos, what's up, man? These are my favorite conditions. The ones today, yeah, it's clean. It is clean. I didn't think about a range, to be honest. Like driving conditions and liquidity, like I guess range leading to liquidity is pretty good too, because wick entries come up. And then drives are drives. So McDavid got kicked his ass off the first round. GG's. Yep, he's gonna be a Maple Leaf. I'm proud of him. Who's Montreal playing next? Carolina, right? I dream. I'll continue dreaming. Current 4-hour broke, previous 4-hour bottom, next 4-hour bottom wick and up for daily flip bow. Could be. Could be, could be. Next 4-hour bottom wick and daily flip for bow. Yep, if it breaks 36. All right, so this thing just decided to slow down. Yeah, 7 minutes left for The 4 are closed. Damn, Penzo, what a crazy move, man. You got the wick entry and wick exit. You're actually undefeated. Habs game 6 tonight. Wait, I thought they won already. Am I tripping? Oh, it's 3-2. Damn. Much love from Kenya. Shout out to Kenya. Shouts out to Kenya. Hey, can someone send the DVSL 02 link? I'm gonna pin it. One of the mods, please. Let's see who the fastest mod here is. Come on, mods, don't disappoint. This is why people always tell me we need new mods. Damn, come on, Wicked. I was hoping it'll be you. All right, thank you. Let me pin it. Yep. I've got a doctor's note. All right. No worries. You're just in time though. Things are gonna start moving again. So maybe we can get a pop. Maybe we can get a pop. Maybe we can get some. I hate when they add stuff like this to the lo-fi song. Damn. The next game, yeah, they got Atlanta got cooked. Yeah, cooked. Yeah, too many pineapples. Is the bullish pump more of a liquidation grab or directional bullish? Is the bullish pump more liquidation grab or directional bullish, you ask? I think we'll find out here. If price decides to hold the lows and let's say it creates like a minor support, then it goes from, yeah, it looks like this, then this likely could be continuation. Because if you come down, you should go down. We flip bullish again. That's your push up, right? So that's what we're waiting for. We're almost there. Like the last week has happened at like 11. So I'm grateful that it's happening before 8 because we can get direction on stream finally. So yeah, we'll probably be here to see where it actually goes. And I hope this cycle continues until next month or the whole month of May, because you know we've been moving like late. Like either we move Asian London or we move during like Asia New York at like 11. So that's pretty late for direction. Chev, y'all enjoying the stream, man. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all. We started coming at 8 on right at the perfect time. All right, thank you, Wicked. Thank you, man. I appreciate your efforts. Here, let me pin yours. Thank you, man. 9 a.m. 4-hour closure right here. Let's see. Is it going to re-break its own low? I did want to see if you can come up. Like, this would be very nice if you can come up and then re-break the lows down. Oh, man. Ah, man. That'll be entries. But we have to wait here. Yeah, I was only saying that too because this could also be higher lows, right? Like this could be a higher low to just go all the way up. So like it's still too early to tell. But we're close to telling. Ain't no telling. No telling. This sounds like some beat song. Joe, you guys like these ones better, or you guys like the chiller ones like from yesterday? I think these are like the chiller ones. What, do you have headsets on? The music's not playing for you? There's no music playing. There's lo-fi music playing. Damn. How do I play it? Yeah, there's music the whole time. Let me save the settings in. Thought I had it on. You hear it now? I'm hungry though, this music. I closed my purchase at 46.13 and entered a sale. All right. Let's go. I didn't realize that wasn't in English. It just on my screen it showed in English. Or actually no, I understand. I can read in Spanish. Español. Yeah, y'all can say it. Yeah, I read in Polish too. I have like a chip in my brain for translating. Could we get a push here? Could we get a push here? 48 pips. Is that gonna happen? How much is the wick film? 150. That's not bad. What'd you say? Wacha kutu dangaya. Stop deceiving us? Is that what it means? I don't even know what language that is. But I think that's what it means. What was your analysis, sir? My analysis is right now to wait to confirm whether you have higher lows or lower highs on a higher time frame to continue down, or you have enough higher lows on a small time to continue up. Basically, whatever I said in the morning, we drew out what we'll be taking today. So I'm just waiting for those things to play out still. We have a 4-hour close, right? So, or 4-hour opening here. So let this candle pick up, then we'll get more information out of it. And then we'll be set to take some positions. And if not, then that'll be the week. Well, I'm fucking fried. I'm supposed to pour it in here. What's the weather? I think it's cool today. It's like 30 degrees. You have nice you got a nice 30-minute flip here, or well, it's not 30-minute flip no more, but previous start you can get a top wick, right? The previous start has no top wick, so can you make your way up towards that area to get one? I think there's a chance for a short position before this NYC open in 20 minutes. Yeah, there could be a chance for us here too. Chat, have the streams been like a little less confusing now that you guys are a month in? Like our concepts and what we take, like, do you get the gist of it now? I know when we first came back, everyone was like, why are they so different? You said nope. All right, Pencil. Yo, Wicked, are you a mod or are you like the mod? The mod's mod, like, yo, you be just hyping up the other mods. When now you should start lives? 8 AM East. So we've been here for an hour. So 8 AM East Monday to Friday until 10:30, 11, all of that. I just love the red card, bro. Oh, you might get a red card soon if you don't start. Spaceman Sam, what's up? Thank you, Bossman CEO. Appreciate you for streaming for free. Is it really free? Nah, no worries. Let's see how far we can take this 1K account. I love calm streams. I try to be more calm. Sometimes though, you know, chat be chatting. $1K to $1 million. I think the first one we started at like 10K basically. You took any trades today? No. So when I take trades, top left you'll see me put my trades taken for the day, and when there's nothing there, there's usually no trades. Any special for 6-7K on this account? Maybe. Shit, by the time it hits 6-7, I might be 6-7. Where'd you hit the 10K too? I think the 10K was a switch from when I first hopped on Blueberry, and I think we turned it to 30K. It was during this it was during the Ukraine war in 2022, and then by October it got to, was it October? I think it was October, 100K on stream, and then I go back and check. I forgot the dates, but and then from October, I think October 2022 until like November, we got to 1 mil. 2023, the following year. Is this high or low? Is this a high or low? We'll find out right here. We will find out right here. I think the more higher lows you get, the more it will confirm that. I don't know yet though. I gotta see. Thanos. What if it doesn't come back to 45.80? Then it doesn't come back to 45.80. But like, shift the mindset. Like it doesn't need to come back to any number or go to any number, unless you're asking like a question because you might be in a trade. But it doesn't need to come back to 45.80. I don't know if I said 45.80 or anything to them. There's two perspectives here. Like this overall could be like a higher low, or you can look at this mini bullish push here and this is a higher low, right? The only reason I'm not considering this to be like bullish is because like it didn't really break much structure, and it didn't break the previous highs up here. So this can be a lower high to go down, right? It's still a possibility, especially if you start creating more lower highs on the way down too. I think you just got some highs right here. So it's breaking our lows again. Still got a long way to go before we get more confirmation, but if you get a pop, I think that'll be your 45.80. 45.80 is your next like minor support, and then you get a reaction off of that, and then the re-break below here. I'll look for ideas if you can get continuations below there. It would have been nice if you could have came up towards here and then made your way down, because then below here will be okay. The video of DJ Academics with our next door. No, which one? I didn't see that one. Just look at the way it came up compared to the way it came down, strong going up. Yeah, this is much stronger going up. Much stronger going up. But then now comes like, add like a little more confirmation, right? Look at the structure and be like, okay, you have the volume go up. What else can we break to confirm? Because this is pretty good going up, yeah. Much better than all of this going down. Could be a little early here to say, chat, but lower highs could be a thing. I think the 1 hour high is pretty important right now too. Below 45.60, you want to sell? Yeah, that's below the lows, the higher lows. Below there, I'm assuming it's gonna drive. Ten more minutes here into NYC Open. Let's see. You have no more. Well, no, you do have news. You have 9:45 and then 10 a.m. for folders today. Okay, chat. And then I think all day today you have total vehicle sales. Ward's total vehicle sales. So I'm not too sure what that means, but it's a yellow folder. So maybe not too major. Caught a nice buy. Caught nice buy. From 6 to the 0-2. Damn. That's a 400 pip runner. So in the old days, this would have been a 15 breakout. A 15 breakout? Which one? $15 breakout above here, or this bullish one right here. I don't know which one you're talking about. I think we still got potential for direction before 10, 40 minutes. So fingers crossed for an early day. Anything but before 11. $45.89 to a downside. $45.89 to the downside. Oh, a breakout in the old days. Which old day though? Like I think 2021 old day. I think that's a breakout. 2022, I think we would have learned about range 2s already. 2023 and onwards, probably not. After the range 1 and range 2. So you're referring to old days like 2020, 2021, when we just had support, resistance, and wait for a breakout above or below, then yeah. That would be considered a breakout then. DRL. Oh, I need a command for that. Drive range liquidity. We need to stamp that. That and the leg candle. What's the other play we used to have where I used to like say, but everyone would be like, because people think I say the leg candle. I think it was a celery play. People are always like, what's a celery play? I think, was it the celery play? It was one of the plays from the old playbook. What's up? Oopie. I don't know, it was some play. It was like some play I used to mispronounce, or I said it too fast, so they thought I was saying something else. But I don't know what a celery play would sound like. Celery play. I don't know. With some onion. Why you stop making music beats? You want me to pull it up again? Why not? All right. Maybe we'll run one after the stream. My attention span is too cooked to make a beat. It moves too fast. I can't make the music fast enough. I maxed on the BPN. $48.89. 45.89. Can we re-break? Can you re-break? Have I ever had? No. The only Polish food I've had, bro, was pierogies. I don't know if I ever had official pierogies though. I've had them at like frozen, or I've had them at like a food festival. I don't know if I've ever had like pierogies though. Real pierogies. Imagine if I was consistent. And there are a lot of things I wish I was consistent in, but the only thing that I could be consistent in is showing up for the New York session, so that's all my brain allows me. I mean, if I chose a music career, if we replaced all my experience in trading with music, I would have had a much more chill life. Because producers don't get recognized, right? But they be getting their bread. especially if you go platinum. For a $1 or $2? What kind of question is that? $2. Ooh, yo, you're re-breaking. You think producing would have made you more bread? I don't think more bread, no. I don't think more bread. But much more chill life though, much more simple. Well, actually, I don't know, man. Who knows? It gets pretty dark in the music industry too, but I don't know. Forex has a bad rep off start, or trading has a bad rep off start. The goal is to not be on social media and trade. But I gotta finish what I started here, so. All right, so you broke below. You see how you broke below there on the 15? Below 89, or okay, did it break below? It came near, right? Now that you rejected, this can go anywhere, right? This can go all the way up to here, break those highs. But if it does do that, the re-break of these lows once you, or if you come back down, will be pretty neat. Because then this is just a steeper top wick. All right, I would like this to go a little higher though. At least like if not here, at least the break of these highs. If you can break above 97, that'll be sweet. Because above 97, that's like, oh, you're breaking above here, you should drive up. But if it doesn't, comes back down to re-break below 88, that's the breakout. That's like the extra 5-year gap from 2021 to 2026. All right, that we applied. What up, Don? I always use stop loss, bro, like huge stops, but sometimes I get tapped and price moves my direction always, plus more pips than initial risk. Any advice? Plenty of advice. Stop using the word maybe huge stops, because there's no such thing as huge stops. It's only huge stops when you compare it to what everyone else says about stops, like, oh, stops should only be 50 pips, 100 pips, but they could be using that sentence from like the charts from like 1980 or like 2011 or 2016, like a totally different condition. So you gotta be up to date with that. Stops nowadays are bigger, larger, because there's more range on gold if you're trading gold. Number two, you said it drives your direction plus more after it taps. That's not your position though. If you set a TP and you tap that, your job is done. You're not looking to beat the markets. You're looking to grab a piece of the move. So the market, some days I began out at like, I'd say I close out 23 pips. It may run for 400. None of my business. My day is done though, because you're not looking to grab every piece of the market. You're not looking to grab what you think you can grab. You're looking to grab what you can grab, what the market's giving you. So you can just like take that and move on to the next day, knowing that you're gonna show up tomorrow regardless. You'll be all right. Right? There's no need to force anything. No need to try to get more out of it. Some days the conditions will give you 100 pips. Some days it may give you 23. Some days it might give you a 400 pip runner. Right? But that should all be based around having a strategy to manage risk. So having the same management strategies, right? So for me, it's like I have a B zone, I have a trail stop zone, I have a stop loss, I have a TP. before I get into the trade, I know my outcomes. I know it can hit stops. I know it can hit TP. I know it can hit my break even. I know it can hit my trail stops. So when I get in, I have those levels placed. And from there on out, we're just waiting for price to move wherever it wants to go. It can go in drawdown, it can go in profit, it can go hit my BE. The moment it hits my BE though, I'm breaking even. The moment it hits my trail stops, I'm trailing stops. The moment it hits my TP, I'm taking profit. The moment it hits my stop loss, I'm getting out. The moment I missed the level, but management area too. So in case it goes against us, I might have a zone below the stop loss that we can get out earlier on. The moment that happens, we'll get out. And that's it. It's just like, let the markets do what it wants to do. You're not in control of that. The markets is gonna go where it wants to go at the end of the day, right? Hey, you're re-breaking the highs here. You're re-breaking the highs here. So could we tap into 03, or you know what? This might be good enough. Doesn't even need to. Cause look, like you close above here. Generic price action says that you should drive up here, right? There's no reason to come down. You came down multiple times, right? So it should go up. But let's say it doesn't. Let's say now it decides to re-break the lows. This is now a lower high, backed up by this, especially if you don't break that, right? If this happens, then below here could be ideas now. If you can re-break the highs, even better. And then for buys, that's above, more so above 36, right? So I have nothing between here and here, unless you create more structure, but yeah, I need a pop and pull back and all of that first. We are picking up again here, so this is very good. Very, very good. Damn, chat, we're at the halfway mark to the light goal. Maybe we can get there before a trade. There's a chance we can get something before 10 here. Still got a lot of time, 23 minutes left before 10. And we have a whole hour after that too. Oil is coming down, so gold going up. They're very well correlated. At the minute, is oil going down? Did you release that short on the leg candle? No, I was looking at it yesterday. I didn't like it. I was looking at it yesterday. I gotta remake it. I have videos on the leg candle though. I think if you search up donvo leg candle on YouTube, Bitmisum's channel should pop up, or his channel that he made for me. How was the idea of wick sells near 630s? Wick entry sells 630s? I think that's pretty valid. I think it depends on how you come up here though. If you come up with one consistent push, then yeah. If you come up and you create structure, then no. Because the more structure you have, the higher chance it has a breakthrough. But with where it's standing right now, yeah, I mean, if you don't get another pullback like this, then if it goes straight up here, that should be pretty good. 630, I'll say 4640 areas more so. 36, 46.40, 46.36, 46.40, between there. But based on how you come up, right? Very important. May 1st. May the 1st be with you. Wait, it's May the 4th be with you. When's the 4th? Monday? May the 4th be with you. Yeah, bro, only goal been watching 4 years. Like the fact that we trade in and out, just sometimes emotions get to me. Yeah, because it's quick. So like when it's quick, you just feel like, what was that? You know, especially when it's like a 20-second trade, you're like, just got in, got out. I mean, we can't really decide like how long a trade is, right? Like sometimes our trades are like 30 hours. Some days they're 20 seconds. So we can't control price. Like you can't control anything that price does. You can only control your BE, trail stops, stop loss, TP, and management zones. So just have those zones done before you get into the trade, so that when you get into the trade, you're not gonna hesitate. Like who knows how long it might take to get to your BE? It could be get in, 10 seconds later, you break even right away. Sometimes it could be you get in, 2 hours later you break even. Like it just depends on how price would move. But you're not gonna get the same replayed trade every time, right? It's not gonna be always in and out. It's not always going to be 30 hours. It's different every single time. So you can't control that aspect of trading. What you could control is in your control, which is BE, TP, trail stops, management zones. So have that preset. When it taps it, don't hesitate, and you won't have emotions. If you hesitate, then you're trading with emotions now, because you're not invalidating your levels anymore. You're looking at, you're like, fuck it, this pumps so much, I think it's gonna pump more, and you just remove the BE zone or something, and now you're just trading with non-logic. You're trading with like more so fear, right? Fear that you can make more. Even if it's not fear of losing, it's fear that you can make more. That's also fear as well. Daniel Savage, what's up, man? That's funny. Do I risk more and close earlier, Don? No, you definitely don't want to risk more, man. You want to risk what you would normally risk. Get the bundle. That was down Savage, right? Get the bundle. Down introduced me to Don. That's crazy. I did not know that, bro. That's a crazy connection. I have been looking at 4609.21. If it goes above that level, I would be jumping for a long. Or above the re-break. I think you may re-break it here. Yeah, it's a second re-break too, so much higher chance than the first time you drove up that you're gonna get a continuation. Damn, that's crazy. Shout out. I trade exactly like you. The more stops I have, the less lot, for example. Not afraid of the market, afraid of myself because I'm always right. Just don't understand why price taps me out and then goes. Oh, that's just, you can't always predict the very highs and lows of the markets, right? Some days it's like, yeah, it happens to me all the time. I might close at 10 pips and it runs towards my TP. It just set your rules beforehand and follow your rules and you'll be okay. Doesn't matter what the market, you know, some days it hits stops by like a pip and then comes down the other way, you know, that happens too. But then maybe you just gotta work on having a better stop going forward. Drilling that stop loss out and being like, what went wrong here? Why did it tap it by a pip? Sometimes you can't find why, and that's okay. Sometimes you could be like, oh, maybe I could use a higher time for structure. You know, maybe that zone I used was a middle of a range. It wasn't really a valid level. So stuff like that really helps you. My Instagram account is there. Don Overseas. Don Overseas. I'm skeptical of Trump saying anything outlandish over the weekend and stuff. Oh, you're looking to hold? GG's. Yeah, I mean, you might be asking the wrong person. I don't really hold over the weekend due to those reasons. So if there is like any uncertainty, I just try not to avoid, or try to avoid. So something like that I wouldn't try to hold. Every time I hold over the weekend, it never goes well, except for one time. But it's too unpredictable for me. If this 15 dump to 97, can we take high buy? If this 15 dump to 97, if it dumps to 97 and comes back up, you mean? I think that will make this push up a little stronger. I will say though, below 88 could be sells here for us guys, so get ready for that. The re-break below 88. I think BE is gonna be like right here, because or the re-break out low, sorry, so it won't be that, but the re-break out lows, because look, it came up to break the highs. It should go up, right? Like generic price action, like anything, like what I mean by generic price action is just like the general idea of what it would usually do, right? It's like a breakout should lead to continuation because it's making a higher high, like following, if you follow the exact market structure, this should go up. Now that's if you don't cover anything else, right? So if it comes back down again, this is the second time it comes down. The second time it re-breaks the highs. Why didn't it drive? There's no reason as to why it should come down here. This should go up after making a higher low. That also doesn't mean I take a buy here though, right? But if you re-break these lows, then that's your push. That should take you down towards like 45.81, 45.78 in those areas. So we gotta see how this comes down, how quick this is too, right? So something else we can look forward to is the volume. If we notice that this move going up took how long? Took maybe 14 candles. If it corrects it within less, let's say 5 candles, then that's a lot more volume coming down. All right, but this should go up. Like this is like somewhat a lot more bullish than earlier. So that's what I mean. And when I say like it should go up, that doesn't mean I'm taking a buy. Like that doesn't mean it must go up. It's like that's not enough confirmations to even take the buy for me, right? I think buys are more so above like 11, 4611, 4620, because I want to wait for this to break and then pull back and then hold and then continue. So whenever that occurs, all right, this can also be right here too, higher low. So that also adds on to the ideas that you can get a push though. So we're getting closer, guys. I thought we'll get one before 9, I'm not gonna lie, but Volume is still here. It's returning. So maybe we can get something happening before 10 in 10 minutes. You traded fries less because of the unpredictability. Let's see, what do I trade the most there? Does it show? Is this? Yeah. Oh, we take a lot of trades on Fridays. Holy, we took 31. Fridays are our most trade days actually. Fridays, and second comes Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday, and then then Monday and Thursday. Thursday is our least traded day. Most traded is Friday. I thought most was like Thursday for some reason. Oh, came up to re-break the highs again. Interesting. Yeah, whichever day for you. If you see a clean scalp, take it. If you don't, you know, maybe not take it. You gonna stop hitting the like button, Penzo? I swear I like your comment, bro. I always like your comment. Penzo, a real supporter. Penzo, I don't even see your comment for some reason. What did you even comment? Did you even comment? I don't see. I don't see anything. Who'd you look up to as a kid growing up? LeBron James. Growing up. Kanye, Drake, Jeff Hardy, John Cena. Matt Sundin, LeBron James, Derrick Rose. I think it's about right. I think that was my childhood. No, I don't see your comment. What did you? Why don't I see your comment? Wenzo. Oh, I was looking for Penzo. Yeah, I was looking for Penzo. Oh, we're breaking here, guys. Okay, cool. So you're breaking above here. All right. So can you get like a pullback, and then you can look for a continuation of buys now? Or could this still be a fake out? If it is still a fake out, we can get earlier entry. There's no reasons why it should be a fake out, but if it is, then we'll be ready to take the fake out, which is below 45.97, probably a second re-break below there, just because it's the first time you're breaking back into the range. But below 45.86 will be the first re-break. It doesn't have to be the second re-break. So basically, if it comes down, pulls back, re-breaks, that's a sell on the re-break. There's no reasons why I should do it, right? But just planning in advance. And then for these buys here, I do want to see if you can get like a little pullback and then re-break, and then ideas will be off bat. And I think we're tapping 36 here too, right? So daily candle re-breaking the highs here, re-flipping. Monthly candle re-flip too, I believe. Everything's re-flipping right now at 36 or 40. So could we get a wick entry sell actually at 40? I think it's gonna be a little higher than 40 because you're re-breaking, right? I think you're looking more so at, let's see, you can get a wick entry sell because this is the first break outside the range. I don't think I have anything at 50 here. 50 doesn't look like there's anything in between. It looks like just clean traffic. So I think next up is 69. I mean, 69 could be something if we don't get the buys up. If it just pops straight up here towards 69, that could be a wick entry sell zone. There's no top wick on the 4, so that area will make a lot of sense too. 68.06. Preferably though, I would like to be part of the buys, right? But if we don't get the buys because you don't get the pullback, then we can just take the wick entry sell at 68, expecting like a higher low to go up, or expecting price to make its way back into the ranges to continue. All right, we don't know what is gonna happen there, but considering you're re-breaking these highs again, you could get a pop. And this is also clean traffic, so I don't see anything in between that we could use. I was looking at 50, but 50 is in the middle of nowhere, so that's not too relevant of a wick entry sell zone. You don't want to take the wick entry sells in the middle of nowhere, right? It's clean traffic. And then yeah, obviously continuation of sells below here, but that's if you come down. I think this remaining range, I'm just gonna let this one drive up unless you get some structure here. All right, champ. So volume has arrived, continued. We have more information than earlier. It's about to be 10, so we'll see how this opens up. And hopefully you can just get some drives. We're from Canada. Wick down, buying. Oh, you buying the wick entry buys. That's also, yeah, we can get close to that too. I forgot to mention that. Above 36, we can start looking for that. Let's go vino. Oil is dumping. Let's see. I want to see oil now. US oil. This one. Crude oil. Holy! It is dumping. That could be a leg candle. Could be weak bullish too, but this is dumping. Oh, 4 minutes ago, we got some news here. Nice. 1 hour opening here, guys. So let this tap into 40 and then we'll see how it reacts off of 40 zones. Maybe 36. But yeah, roughly 40 areas here. And then I'm just waiting for a pullback. So this could be an issue here too. No bottom wick. If it is, then we'll flip. If it's not, then you'll get some higher. You can get a push up, higher low. It doesn't need to make a bottom wick, really, right? It doesn't need to come down from here and come up. This can also happen up here after a move up as well, because then this move coming down should be the bottom wick. But let's say it doesn't. If it breaks as highs, that's your buy above that area, and that's your clean traffic push. All right. So this is good. And if you don't get the buys, then wick entry sells at 68 will be valid here too, which is 300 pips away. Wick entry at 40. No, not 40. 40 is way too aggressive. Like, it's the first time you're breaking above. So if you do get a fake out, it wouldn't just reject it. If you get you got to push up and then you'll reject it. So that's why chances of 68 is a lot slimmer to tap, because you can come up towards like 53, but I just don't have anything at 53 to use. So this is a much higher probable area if it can get there. But I think minimum is like you want to see this break, right? If there even is a fake out. There might not be a fake out, or it could be a higher low, right? We'll also be eating that up too, the higher low. But for the buys, just we'll get this. We need to clear this 1 hour time frame. Once you clear the higher lows, it'll be straightforward. And then worst case, if we don't get any of those ideas I mentioned, any of those things form above 40 or above 68, you can just get wick entry buys. So if it just blasts up to above that area, right? Every time it pulls back above that area, that's your higher low, and that's your wick entry buy. You can start taking that, because this becomes a lot more bullish above 68. It's like you broke through this structure, you broke through this structure, you broke through this structure. It's like above there, it's like directionally bullish. And then you can likely mirror these ranges up here looking to the left, right? All these ranges up above that area, but that's above 68. So in this zone, no wick entry buys yet. Breakout buys valid. Wick entry buys require more direction, more drive. So you just started driving. Discord, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to open it by the end of the weekend. I had a very busy week with launching DVSO too, so you guys can wait if you guys can wait 2 more days, 3 more days, you know, we'll have it up and set. My last trade was 2 days ago, I think on Wednesday morning before Fomc. Chat, you guys gonna be active in the Discord though? Like, you guys asking for a Discord back? I better see you guys active in that chat. If it's not active, I'm gonna be disappointed. So you guys start chatting and sending charts and trading different sessions. So we all agreed it's gonna be a new Discord, right? It's gonna be a new devious Discord. Damn, I closed early. Lots and stops. Sheesh. Let's say we get wick entry sales at 68. Are we moving stops higher? If we get up here, yeah, I think we are gonna move it higher. I'm thinking 48.13. Yeah, 48.13, maybe actually here. It'll be 1600 instead of 13, so back to 0.05 lots if we get that. Wick entry sell. What did we tap 40 here? 41. Yeah, second pullback, very close to each other. Gaps getting smaller from the last breakout to this breakout. So could this mean something? Is this the start of something? Is this gonna lead to something? What's this gonna form? We're getting more info as we speak. Oh, re-breaking the highs. Okay. It could be, I know we have 68 chat, but it could be a little earlier, okay? So just, it could be between 6.3 to 6.8. So just depending on like kind of where it's driving from, but if it's like, it just blasts up from like 5.4 up to like 63, you know, we can't try 63. So if you're on YouTube, there might be a little delay. If you're in Divas 01, then you should be pretty set up, pretty good. Wait, we had news at 10, right? Yeah, I think we did have news at 10. So not bad. I think the volume on this push up is a little better than FOMC's, right? And if you continue pushing up, especially, you can get more volume too. I don't think the day is like done yet. I think the day just started. Because today could be the real FOMC. Delayed FOMC. Or delayed news, delayed volume. Is Discord for all? We have a private Discord for the Divas 01, 02 members, but we're making a new one for public, so that won't be open. But we're gonna separate the two. So when it's open, I'll announce it, share a link, and then should be free to join. RP old, yeah. I asked if y'all wanted the old one, and you guys voted for the new one. So the new one makes a lot more sense then. Got the wick entry sell 40. Oh, you got a 40. Man. Moves left and right. W Price. You too, man. Good morning, Biza. GG boys, I'm holding. What? Don't tell me you're holding some cells from like, don't tell me something crazy. Do you see this moving back towards 45.50? 45.50. Do I see that happening? I think I see that happening if you start breaking below 46.11. Because I don't think there's any reason as to why you should come down. If it just follows direction here. If it does, then you're gonna get the most out of it. Like, you're gonna correct this entire thing. So yeah, if it breaks below 46.11, that is a very high possibility. Especially 45.80 if that breaks. But from where you are, typically you just continue driving, right? So I still have some conflict. That's why we haven't entered yet. Just need some higher lows and we'll be set. But this entire move up, barely in higher lows. You have one here, but compared to what you could be getting, compared to what you may get, you'll see a huge difference in the liquidity and volume. Start of a W month. May we all continue to prosper. Wise words. Sells potentially if it rejects. Yeah. If it rejects and comes below 46.11, below those areas, especially 45.98, start planning. Or we can get the wick entry sells here too, guys. Get ready here. You could get a pop at 250 away, but 250 pips is like 2-minute candles maybe. I've decided to hold this weekend. All right, man. Best of luck to you. Hope it plays out. Hope you wake up on market open on Sunday with a pop. You close out the 50 pips, don't have the heart to hold. All right, can I get ready here, man? I think if we get a wick entry sell, BEs would be like right around here, and then trail stops would be right below it. Get ready. It could be 64 or something earlier here, right? Depending on how it pushes by. I think 0.05 lies what we were gonna use, and then stops for 1700 pips. So that's where we had to decrease lots by a little bit. Get ready here though. This next pop could be the one. Don't be here though. Do not be here. If you create higher lows, then we're gonna have to move it or get rid of the entire deal, right? Because I don't know what else is after 68. If it's not a 68 wick entry sell zone, then you create higher lows before, like above 68, it's just gonna fly. So you don't want any more wick entry sells above there. I think the next one will be really far, like probably 98 or something, like really, really far. One more pusher though. Let's see, can we get it? Get ready. If you're on YouTube, there's a delay, so just be mindful of that. If you're in Diva 1, then there's no delay, so should be able to see exactly when we enter. You gotta push a little more here though. This is another 50 pips at least. So this is not a higher low yet. I'll say higher lows if you like come down towards like probably 5150 zones, then that would be a pretty bad higher low. So hopefully not this bottom wick here. All right. How far was that? That was pretty far. I don't think that was close at all. 75 pips is still pretty far. It's not like it was 10. If it was 10, I'll be a bit more upset. But where'd you come down towards? 53? I think it's still valid here. If that re-breaks, then it could be a little tougher. Can we flip and drive? One flip and one drive. Straight up towards 68. And then these other zones here, guys, are BE and trail stop. So let's say we enter at 68 directly. BEs would be 64. Trail stops would be 61. I think BE might be a little closer in that, and trail stops might be a little closer in that, but yeah, I think BEs will be right here, and trail stops will be right there, and then next trail stops and TP will be right around here. Can we get a push? Re-breaking our lows. So, oh, almost actually, not yet. Almost 5-3 is the lows. If it re-breaks the lows, then we're gonna remove the idea to sell wick entry sell. Could still be a fake out too. So, if it's a fake out, things get crazy today. Because imagine a fake out at this time, 10-16, like you had the rest of the day to move after, which means that the whole morning wasn't the move. That is gonna be pretty crazy. If you guys are enjoying the stream, man, let's get to 100 likes. Sub to the channel if you guys are new here. I go live Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. East. Trying to start off May with a bang. If you can get a runner today, that'd be sweet. Re-breaking. This is a pretty strong pop here. It's like, I think, what was this, like 220? All right, this is re-breaking the lows, or about to. All right, re-broke the lows here. So it couldn't come up towards 68. There was a 60 zone. What did I miss at 60? Because I had this as clean traffic going through. I think if I didn't have 60, I would have had 63. So I still wouldn't have gotten that. No way. No way, no way. I think next is like, what's this? It's 88. The good thing is that you have a higher low, so you have a bit more structure now to continue. If this comes back up, this can also still come down for a fake out, right? Especially if you start making your way below 36, it gets a little freaky, gets a little crazy. And I think that's your 1 hour flip and all of that. Because technically on the 4 hour time frame, this is the first breakout right here. So this could still need a higher low. All right, so still no trades yet, guys. Came close twice today. Wick entry sells came close twice. The second time, not too close. The first time, I think it was around 50 pips though. So kind of close, but not exactly where we wanted it, right? But I'm gonna remove all these management points here, so it's a little less of a mess here. And we're gonna just leave 68. I think 68 could be a little tougher now because this is a higher low and you didn't want to see that going up. That was a rejection for 100. I think the next thing you have here though is gonna be like 97. So it's really far away from 68. That's still another like 260 pips to go above that area. The good thing though is above 68, you can take wick entry sells or wick entry buys. Once you clear this range, above here is just wick entry buys as you have a much stronger structure. I don't think we have those commands. I gotta add them again, but I don't think those commands are on. Space man. You said end of the day, this shit coming back down probably. I mean, yeah, let's see. W 10%, man. Chat, I think today's the cleanest day of the week. Right? So far. Or how was Monday? No, I think today was cleaner. Even this push here. So good start to May. And hopefully this continues throughout May. Today looking sus, pullback happening. Yeah, let's see. Let's remove 68 here. 36. Remove this. I don't think we're looking for anything below 36. 46.12 though could be something. But it's holding pretty well right now. Like it's steady. So let's see. So you can get a steeper higher low. If this breaks again and re-breaks the highs, it could be something, some ideas. Especially if you can come down near the 1 hour bottom wick area. Let's say 46.31, and then you come back up to re-break, you can look for buys above here. Because that's all we're waiting for, right? Just like this is the first breakout outside the ranges, so to avoid a fake out, wait for a bottom wick. If it's a fake out, it shouldn't come back up. And then if it continues, then bottom wick, re-break these highs, and then above here could be your buys of this area, and that's your push. I think 4 FVG here, also above 4701. Where's your FVG? 97? 97 or 68? W music? Still a lot of life left in this session, guys. Who knows? Session maybe might have not started yet. A red candle wicking down and breaking high is what I'm looking for as well. Yeah. So it's the first step coming up here. Anything to avoid a fake out channel will be set, okay? But it's like we haven't had any like this is, I think this might be the biggest pullback so far out of all of these pushes on the way up here. So you want to see that hold. Or you want, if you can get steep bottom wick, that'd be nice, right? And then a re-break. But something just to clear out the idea that this is still a fake out. And I'm only saying that because I think this move up could have been a bit stronger for direction. Let's see. Today you did not open position. Yeah, we have nothing at the moment. Still no positions. How much was this? 100. This right here, 130. So similar high lows. Third-minute opening in a minute. I didn't realize that. Yeah, top wick for this zone right here. So I didn't realize that. I did not see that. All right, 3rd minute opening. Let's see. 3rd minute close. Weak bullish. First breakout above the range. First break could be a fake out. So let's see. You get this bottom wick, and then see if you can fill the wick up and then re-break, and then you got more continuations above there if that happens. If you don't come back up, then you have a fake out and you can get some sells, especially below 46.11, 46.12. But pretty massive ranges you got now, right? This is a 400 bit range you're in, so lots of volume still, and who knows, could be a lot faster than earlier than today. Peace out, Cookie. So you also want to start paying attention to these moves too, right? Like how fast it comes down versus like the way it came up. Still more dominant on the upside, obviously. So we'll see how 31 reacts. Below there, they could get a little quicker. I think this is still part of like the first pullback down. So and potential for long, yeah, longs are valid. I just want to see a bottom wick and then a re-break of the highs. I think more so above like 74 and up. Above 74 up to 96 is pretty valid. But I don't think it'll be like the first re-break here, unless you come down really far. Like let's say you come down towards like 46.16 or something, then you re-break 46.60. You just have buys above 60, right? This is not bad though. Decent bottom wick. Did you tap here? No, you didn't. 40 watt tap, not 35. Did I say above 78? Just 70, above 78. We're taking 2 ideas there before, from 78 to 97. Uh, 15 close and no bottom wick. We can look for 31 buy limit. 31. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. First initial reaction though, right? And you'll be set. Let's see, lower high. Can you get a push here? How many trades y'all got today so far? Six, 7. BE. Damn. 4%. Hey, but I asked how many trades you guys got today. But I'll take the percentages too. $20 $7. $20 to $70. All right, 300%. 246. Or 200%. All right. Those that didn't get a position, I think we may be getting some volume, and we may be getting more volume than the move today. So don't stress just yet. Don't panic and start taking random positions now, okay? Because you have FOMO. You know why you don't panic? Because look at this. Look at this day. This day on stream, on the 18th, we saw this move come down 4,500 pips, and we didn't get a single idea within that range down. But then after, our trades started to come, right? Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't, but typically, like, whenever it's like first breakouts, because it's a higher time from first breakout, typically we wouldn't get much. It's like the days after. Like even here, when you had this massive drop too, we didn't get much. Holy, look at this. I think we just kept taking buys here. Buys. This is crazy. Like last year, it was so steady. Around like July, October, November. July, August, September. October, November, December even too. And then this year is pretty slow though. Obviously not steady, right? I think it's picking up. Like you've had like 2 days this year where you just drove like world record pips, and then that's it. The rest of the days just range. All right, so this is the biggest pullback so far, right? I think compared to this entire push up, you see the difference between this pullback and this and this. This is your first higher low. Very weak too, so very high chance you could get a re-break of the highs again. I think we're too close to the 1 hour flip. Still got a lot of time. 1 hour can still close the leg candle or something. If the 1 hour closes the leg candle for 11, man, you got a huge top wick to fill next, and you just continue taking buys. If you flip, oh, we got a little gap here. What does that mean? Volume. Bays or sales? JS, look at the music. Better than the other ones, right? I think I found this one on Spotify, so it's like for sure copyright free. That says DMCA free. He said, fuck no. Last move for the day should be around 46.67. You mean like a move up? 26. 26 and the big 26 for the sixer. Do you think we can go down to 4,600 again? Do I think we can go down? I think anything is possible. I think this move coming down so far has been pretty slow though, so odds are a little slimmer. There's a pullback, but that if this doesn't pick up and it comes down within the same motion, we can just start taking wick entry buys, because this move isn't as strong compared to the push up. But I think we'll know below 46.31 if that breaks and that can hold, and then below 46.20 or 46.12 below there especially, we'll know. I think that's when we look for ourselves, below 46.12. Rocket League. Man. Yo, have you gotten iRacing yet, Nectar, bro? Once you get some real racing games, you can speak to me. Playing some Rocket League. Get on that iRacing. Or NHL. Get on the NHL too, bro. NHL, man. NASCAR. Oh, you play iRacing? Anyone in chat play iRacing? There's a lot of traders that are sim racers. It makes sense though, because a lot of the sim racers are it's like an older crowd usually. It's like usually 20, 26 and above. A lot of times, probably 30 above actually. It's like a hobby. It's a good hobby. I said a Corsa. I said a Corsa is a good sim too. Sim is like, can't really go wrong. You can pull it out whenever. You can not play it for months and still come back to it. Five hours, crazy. Of hours. 5 hours. Why, for real, why'd you ban him, Wicked? Holy. All right, re-breaking chat. We got 15 minutes left for a 1 hour closure. Hi, run for your life. Was you're taking my AI today? I like this one. You are my sunshine. XYZ ABC CM5WE. One hour could flip here. Let's see. You only got 15 minutes left though, so might gotta get off soon. Damn, not today. All right. Well. Have fun. That shit does not sound fun, but gotta do what you gotta do. Alright, 1 hour bullet flipper, guys. Very slow though, so anyone took the wick looking for wick entry buys right here. 31. Let's see, could a 1 hour flip and give you a pop. First breakout below the range. First breakout could lead to a fake out. I like wick entry here aren't bad. I just think it's a little too close to the 1 hour flip for my liking. If like it, and it's like it's the first time you're breaking out, so high chance you are gonna, like, if you were to come down, you are gonna get like a lower high before coming down or something. But if it wasn't for the 1 hour flip right there, I think we'll try to attempt something here for wick entry buys. But now at least we have a higher low. What is this music? We have a higher low, so if you continue to re-break the highs right here, you can just look for a continuation of buys now, right? And hopefully that comes up a lot quicker. Took buys at 31, close at 40. Oh, you got the wick entry. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Chat, if you guys are enjoying the stream, man, hit that like button. I think we're like, we are, oh, and sub too, because we are 200 subs away from 125. So maybe next week we can hit that. Maybe. What's next week? Any news next week? NFP? NFP Friday? NFP Friday. So maybe next week, May 8th. What else is next week? Monday, nothing. Tuesday, ISM services PMI, that's something. Joe's job openings. Wednesday, you got nothing. Thursday, nothing. Friday, NFP. It's not bad. For real, put a one if that's what you're doing. Hold on, I'm gonna grab some let me use RR. All right, what did I miss? Not much. You see, yeah, some rejections are off 31. So could this be the first lower high from the first pullback down? You're full porting? Let's go, man. A 1,000 likes and we full port. That is valid, Mustafa. Background music is some Spotify lo-fi playlist. How much of your balance are you risking per trade? I think it's around 25%. Full stops. If we manage it, I think it's around 18. Around there. Our last loss was, I think, a lot more though, because that was before we adjusted our stops. Our last loss was right here, January 21st. So that's when we started to adjust lots, because I think stops got wider, but we used fixed lots before, right? But before that, our loss was 8%. And then before 8%, we had 21 in April last year. And then before that, we had March 17th. But yeah, on this account, I think we've only had 1, 2, and 3 losses, but they all have been like different percentages, so we haven't had like a consistent number yet to base it off of. So if we get more losses, we'll know. Right? Why are you risking so much? I don't think it's a lot. I think it's just like a hard stop. Like I think we've always been, or I'm just used to risking around that amount per trade. I think due to our high win rate too, like we've taken 3 losses in the last year, right? So they don't come as often. But they do happen. But I think it's roughly always been around there. Our monthly gains are around 10%. but you can risk whatever you want, right? You can risk like 1% per trade, 15. You can take the same trades as me and risk a lot less. Bigger stops means smaller lots to get you to your same risk percentage. It's whatever you prefer. It's our preference. What suits your trading style, right? Some people might have positive RR trading, so they take more losses. So they could take more losses and then have one win that makes it all back. So some people trade like that, so they have much less risk. Just depends on your trading style. So it's 11 here, and we'll start placing a session stop loss soon. If we call it a day, then I guess that'll be the week. It's just 2 trades. But you know, probably just wait for the 1 hour opening and place a session stop loss somewhere. I think 1 hour is gonna close weak bullish here, right? Very slow in the move down too. But yeah, weak bullish on the 1 below the range. So 30-minute close above, but the 1 hour failed to close above. So you still have a wick fill. You got no bottom wick though, so we'll see if that's an issue. Or you can get a fake out. Leg count on the 1 hour gonna happen. I think leg count would require this to be a bearish. So it looks like one, but it's it's like this. In this case, it would either have to be bullish with the huge bottom wick, or bearish with the huge top wick. This is a leg candle going down or going up. This is one going down. So yeah, it is confusing a bit, but just remember, if it's a leg candle, I'd be bearish close, huge top wick, or bullish close, huge bottom wick. Let's see if this volume comes in here. Yeah, you haven't moved since I think 10-15. What's up, Smart from the city? Is what gonna get filled? Yeah, chat. If we get half the wick fill, just half, because what's gonna happen if you get half is structure now in a smaller time frame. So if they were to come down, that would be enough, right? Remember how we wanted to see, this is the first move down, and with the move down, you haven't had any pullbacks yet. So if you do get a half a wick fill, it'll come up like this, right? Which means that, oh, well, typically you would usually fill the entire wick, right? That's what it should do. But let's say it doesn't. You come right back down to re-break the lows. Below here could be ourselves instead of like below 46.12. We can look for ideas within this range, right? But before doing that, I would like to see a top wick. If it just rips down, then I'll let it rip down until below 46.12, right? Below 46.12, things get a little crazy again. So it's 11. I know, like, you know, a little late, but volume could correct the entire move, and this whole move this morning could have been a fake out for a direction to go down. Still a possibility, although it shouldn't, but it is a possibility. How far is this? This is 140. Yeah, so it's not that far from correcting this second half of it. Need a top wick or something. Below 12 won't require a top wick though, because then you're breaking through a couple ranges, right? You're breaking through this range. You're breaking through this range. So if you break below here, then this should be a range fill. I think that's also the 4 hour. No, that's not the 4 hour flip. That'll be below this range, and that could take you to the 4 hour flip, especially below 02. And then if you get a top wick on the 1 hour time frame, you're looking at here 46, 41, 46, 39 zones before that push down. Peace out, boss man. Take it easy, man. See you Monday. In a Discord, right? Bank holiday? Monday? I don't think for the US dollar, but you do have one for the pound. If you live in pound, you could you might have a bank holiday. If you live in the pound, or you live in the yen, or you live in the CNY. So let's see. Is this move a lot quicker on the way down? So far, not yet. Definitely not this one, but it could pick up from here. Let's see. Could get crazy. The day might have just started. The day could have just started, man. Who knows? Could be a crazy day. Peace out, GT. So a little more patience here, chat. Okay? Just a little more. Oh, glitching? Let's see. Is it gonna push? It's pretty slow still, but it's getting a little better here. Let's see how fast this could get corrected. This took 3 candles. Let's see if this takes 1. And below 12. Since there's no pullback, right? 1 hour candle is still an issue. No top wick, so it doesn't have to, like, for us to get the sell, it doesn't have to come up for a top wick and then reflip. As long as there's some signs of lower highs. So we still need pullbacks, right? Still need to see like lower highs And if that happens and you come back down to re-break, that will be enough, because then it's like, why didn't you go back up for the 1 hour wick fill on those pushes up? All right, so you want to find a way to get rid of that idea that that could still happen. So that's why lower highs in these cases on small time will be very helpful to understand that. You got a lower high here. All right, you see the 1 hour candle starting to flip. Hasn't flipped yet, but starting to flip. Any pushes up should flip it. But if it doesn't, that's a lower high. And then you make a lower low. And that's your continuation right there. That is gonna be your push. Five-minute flips here too. And then if you come up above 31, let's say you come up all the way to like 41, you can move the sell zone a little higher. So instead of looking for sells below here, you can move your sell zone into this range. Because if it comes up towards 41, that's a steeper lower high. So the structure just gets moved down, and then you can look for sells as you break below the blue zone instead. Right? If that were to happen. So still a lot to form, a lot needed, but much closer. You're waiting for the next 15 candle. Yeah, it's in 6 minutes. And then no wick entry sells, obviously, right? This is definitely not bearish enough of a push for wick entry sells. So we're not in that area right now. Wick entry sells maybe more so below like 45.88 if you make your way back down below there. Below there should be a pretty heavy drive. You have a leg candle slash doji in the 5. So maybe a top wick here would help. And then I think for the 1 hour or the new session stop loss, I think potentially could be like 48 for now. Actually type in mad normal today. What's going on? Hey, who's spamming up the 100s in the chat? All right, 1 hour flip. Can we get it? Quick pop up would be nice. And then quick pop down. All right, 1 hour flips here. So let's see, could it fill partial of the wick or the entire wick? First pullback you've had since this move down, right? First one that actually broke some type of structure too, so good info. Check out Mocha. Where's that? Oh, this is dead. This is cafe music. Not bad. I'm gonna save that. Thank you. Peace out, spaceman. Ooh, nice push up here. Filling half of the wick. Oh, 15 leg candle. I think we got one. 15 leg candle closure. So nice vol on the way up. Breaks that cycle. Could we now re-break the lows and get a continuation? Could this be the first idea we have today that's not a wick entry? I think for me to attempt a leg candle though, maybe a little steeper of a top wick. If you can tap 41, otherwise below 18 is probably what you want to see break. 18 or 41 can be tapped. That'll be half the wick, right? It's a bullish candle that closed respecting on the 1. So yeah, top wick here. Where's the leg candle? 31. I think it's possible. Yeah, I think a little more, a little below, maybe like 26 at least, but around there. If you come back down. And then buys above here are still valid areas. 61. Above 61 going up towards like 97. Probably second re-break though. But that is still something valid that we have in our back of our minds in case it does rip up. This music is more annoying than good. Yeah, I haven't. I don't know. It's just background music. Kind of just. Like, I don't even pay attention. It just kind of just runs. Like it's not. Yeah, it's just copyright music. I can't really do much. Unless I'm on Twitch. Create your own AI playlist. No, I haven't thought about that. I thought about creating my own beats for the stream. Y'all want to hear that? Some songs are hit or misses here though. Play one Drake song for 15 seconds. I can't, man. I'm gonna get copyrighted. 7 seconds is the limit. Here, we can play some. That's it. That's all I can play, man. Chat, what song that I played? Did you guys hear it? You want to do a poll for the music? Let's see. Do you like this music for the... Wait, it's making you hungry, right? Because this is the music I'm talking about that makes me hungry. Do you like this music for the stream? Let's vote up. 50-50. If it's not this music, I don't know what to play, you guys. Cause I don't want to play the EDM. It's too early for me. There's like a lot of EDM or gaming music. That one I actually hate. This one's like not too bad. Why are you not using indicators? I don't need indicators. I've built my strategy around price action over the years, so they're not useless. They're not good or bad. It depends on you. Like, if it's part of your strategy and you find them useful, you can use them in some way and form, apply it. It's good. Just because you don't use it doesn't mean it's not good for someone else, right? We've always been trading price action, so from the start. Or I start off with indicators. I start off with indicators, Fibonacci's, EMAs, SMAs, Ichimoku was my favorite one. But that was a while back, right? And then over time, we just kind of started looking at price action. Fibonacci was like probably one of the last few indicators. The Fib retracement. And then now it's just candles and market structure. That's all we really do. Don receives my real name? Don receives is my real name, yeah. You wanna watch F1 this weekend? Yeah, I heard Cookie said it was canceled though, no? For the rain? Man, I feel like the F1 season didn't even start. Such a long break from the last race. We should make an indicator and sell them to the noobs. So they can get me in shit. Oh! Glitch. Okay, okay. Can we break back below the blue zone? Could still be some trades there, chat. A lot of potential still. But we are cutting it close. 30-minute, 15 leg candle. Let's see. The body area is a blue zone, so that has to break, and then most likely below 26 would be something for us. Spreads are kind of wide here. Let's see if it tightens up on the way down. Wow, it's actually a close poll. 53% on yes, 47% on no. Just chill. Chat, how old is everyone in the chat? How old are you guys? We have like, I think, a very diverse crowd in age and country. $21, $46, $52, $23, $34, $39. I don't know, I stopped counting. Me too, man. I'm gonna start counting soon too. Shit, man. Can't be listening to that negative energy. You see? Pretty diverse though. W650. Yeah, man, if you continue to range your chat by 10:30, it's gonna be a GG's, or 11:30. You gotta break out this range at least outside of 41 and 32. Otherwise, I don't know how long we're gonna spend in this range. Might be a long time if it doesn't continue here. Do you see 45.98 as a potential support level for buys? 45.98, do I see that? Oh, that's all the way down here. 98. I think if you break below 02, it could come all the way through to 88. I think more so around here. Could be something like 93. So yeah, close to that area. I don't know, like how I see it, how I see it overall is like, this is like your range. So this is your resistance, and this is your support level, and this is your entire range. So like, I don't think we're gonna get like direction until this entire thing breaks out. Like, you can have like direction on a small time from like today, but I think this needs to break out for like overall for us to get like directional days, not just like a directional session. So like, if it comes down, like you can just come all the way through, all the way to the bottom of the range, bounce back up. Like, you can sit here for some time if you don't start breaking out. So I don't know about 80, because I think if you come back down below 46.05, that's gonna be your daily flip, and could be a daily re-breakout lows. Chances are slim though to go that far, but you never know. Oh, you flipped on the 1 hour leg candle. Let's see. Got something here. Let's see. Could it re-break the highs? It's gonna happen. 2 minutes left. 40 pips away from a leg candle. 29 pips now. Could we get a back-to-back leg candle, and it's 15 too? If you do that, I think that's a 30-minute also closure too. Maybe a 30-minute leg candle. If you can get a 30 leg candle, 15 won't be a bearish one. Or have to be bullish. At least here. GG, it's Friday regardless, so that push to the upside might be a stretch today. Which one? The wick fill? I think the wick fill has a much higher chance of like happening compared to the move down, because the move down is like a reversal. The move up is just continuation. So you already have like the volume from earlier. If it just drives up, it drives up. There's not much needed. If it drives down, there's a lot more needed, right? Like you need a lot more structure and all of that. But it still could drive down. If it does, there'll still be higher probable ideas. But in terms of like general price action, like it should go up. So I don't think that's a stretch, because it's just a wick fill as well, right? All it needs to do is just keep pushing. It already has all the highs and lows here, especially since you just created this. Don't listen to Penzo. He's not. He's lying. He's lying, man. Don't mind him. $10.30 here or $11.30 here. Gotta push up. Spreads are still very tight here, very wide still. Maybe actually a little tighter now. Can we get a push? You still stream gaming? No, I haven't played a game in a while. First lower high, could this be? Let's see. It broke the highs, so that's good. Broke the range cycle. Could this lead to more volume now? I split my PCs. Yeah, but I haven't connected the other one yet. It's just sitting here. Waiting. Peace out, Jay. It's gonna be a day soon here, guys. I believe this is not really moving. I think I'll move my our session stop loss down though. I think I'll leave it at 41. If that breaks, we'll call it a day. If that breaks 41, which is right there, we'll call it a day. Which means that there's only one more thing that I'm looking for. Are you looking to take a trade? Yeah, I'm always looking to take a trade. It's just whether it actually forms or not. What would prediction be Monday opening? I have no clue. What are you waiting for? I'm waiting for buys above 46.60 or continuation of sells or reversal of sells below 46.19, maybe 46.26. It's just at 11 now, so my session window is coming to an end. So I think if I'm gonna look for another position, I'll place a session stop loss at 41 and just look for the sells if it breaks below 31, 26, below 26 probably. 31 is a little too early. 31 is a leg candle body reaction though, so the idea is based on the 15 leg candle fill. But if you break this high, I'm gonna call it. If it was like earlier, we'll be around for the buys. But I think for the buys today, we were waiting for the pullback to happen all day, right? And it happened. It's just that when it happened, it started to range and really slow down, and then we like pick up too fast. I think because the move down for the pullback was very slow. And we also had ideas today too for wick entry sells. We had one at 68 or something. I think we're 70 pips away there from the wick entry sells to anticipate the higher low, but it wasn't close enough. And we also had one more wick entry sell idea earlier too, but also didn't tap. So next part of the cycle should be continuation. You have a range here. Or you know what, maybe you can even say you have a range here, right? So if you start breaking back above these areas, should be continuation up. If you start breaking these lows, then continuation down. I think in here might be the trickiest though, between 47 and 26. So definitely nothing in between those areas, but I think the yellow ranges, that's gonna be a lot cleaner. Made a low just now, 35, interesting, and then came right back up pretty quick. So is that gonna re-break the low and drive now? Yeah, I'm gonna get the xauusd haircut again. What y'all think? xauusd. Oh, cut. I swear every Polish dude has that haircut. Oh, you broke the highs here. Let's see. If this minute count flips, chat, we're gonna call it a day. First break could be a fakeout. hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. Not driving yet. Almost driving. You think we are going back to the highs? Yeah, I think if you break above 47, it should just continue. I don't see why it wouldn't. You still have the 1 hour fill. So above 47, you can get continuations. Here, I'll be a bit more cautious about. Probably like a range 2 or something I'll apply. If you want to get in here. Above 47, especially above 5.3 should be pretty straightforward. Is this gonna break? Bro, size top and everything. I can't do that. Can't do that, man. I'm gonna look like John Wick. Empty clips. Empty clips. All right, chat. I think why isn't it pumping up? It should pump up. Look at the amount of sells we've taken. More buys for April, I think, though. Or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I lied. More sells. 4 buys, 7 sells for April. That means you took 11 trades. No, 10 trades. No, 11. Why doesn't this say 11 trades though? 6, 7, 10, 16, 17, 17, 21, 21, 27, 29. Huh? Alright guys, I think that's it. Let's see. It's not driving. I'll move it. You know what? Let's see if we can break 44.20. I mean, we're really far still. It's like you gotta push down like 150 for anything here. But it's also like not driving. It's the first break above the highs, so it could still be a fake out. But that is 3 times you broke the highs. Is this the one? All right, I think that's it. Chat, I think that's it for the week, man. Yeah, not a bad start to May. Pretty good volume today. We came close, I think, to ideas like twice today. Just wick entry sells is what we had throughout the day. And the continuous buys never came yet. So yeah, I will see you guys on Monday. All right, Monday, 8 a.m. East. Not a bad week though. We took 2 trades. Nothing too crazy. Total just 1%. We took a trade on, I think, on Monday, and then on Tuesday we took a trade too. So wait, Tuesday. No, Monday and Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday we took a trade. This should be over here, 7:45. Yeah, so we took a trade on Monday, Wednesday, and then Thursday we took 0. Friday today 0, and Saturday and Sunday. It's a weekend. So yeah, I will see you guys on Monday, okay? 8 a.m. East. If you guys enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. Appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you. Maybe next week on NFP week we will hit 25,000 or 125,000 subs. All right, chat. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Be kind. And take it easy. Peace, peace.